click on discussion.
Yep.
And here we go. Welcome, welcome.
Good morning, everybody. Saturday morning. It's kind of gloomy here.
Yep.
Good day for being inside and painting.
Sunset silhouette. That's what we're painting today.
Yep. As you guys check on or come on, let us know where you're painting from.
First one to join us is Sugandhi.
Hi, Sugandhi.
Sugandhi Agarwal.
Welcome.
Yes.
Let
welcome.
us know if you guys are first time painting with us, if you've painted with us before.
Exactly. If it's your first time joining us, please identify yourself. Let us know where you're from. We got Neha. We got
Neha.
Grace.
Welcome back.
Wait a minute.
Uh-oh.
Wait a minute.
Uh-oh.
Oh, okay. No, I was just looking. I was like, wait a minute. Where are you from? It says that Sugandhi. It says here, Sugandhi is in New Mumbai, in
Really?
India.
Cool.
Yeah. So, what time is it there, Sugandhi?
Yeah, really.
I mean, we really are grateful that you joining us.
Yeah,
but what time is it where you
absolutely.
are? This is
So
awesome.
neat.
Jackie's on. Jackie Fora.
Hi, Jackie. Welcome
Grace
back.
Edwards is with us.
Hi, Grace.
Let's see. Oh, wow. Okay, people are joining in. Okay, all right. Yeah. Krista Callahan.
Hi, Krista.
Rainy Jersey Shore. Yep.
All right.
Yeah, we
yep.
got. Okay, so I guess the rain is heading our way.
Yeah, it's coming. It's gloomy here.
And we got a first timer right here, Sherry Marceau
Hi, Sherry.
from North Bay.
Welcome.
Where is North Bay?
North Bay. I want to say Massachusetts, but I could be wrong.
Okay. Neha Chatwal, first time here. Where are you, Neha?
Can I
Okay,
guess
now
your name?
we've got Neelam, also from India.
Awesome.
Okay, so we have some people from India. Let us know what time it is where you are.
So cool. That's so neat.
Yes, it is. We really appreciate you joining us to paint with us today. We're doing the sunset silhouette. And those of you that are coming from India, keep in mind that you can join our you can come on our page, click on events, and you can scroll down and see what other events that we've had in the past, and you can click on the video, and there's a way you can paint any of our paintings.
We have lots of other ones coming up, though. We're going to continue. I am trying to keep up with everything with all of you guys. I'm tired, but I am enjoying it.
It's all right. It's all right.
We are getting there.
We're getting a lot of first timers today. This
That's
is
so
great for
awesome.
a Saturday morning. Heather Parker from Georgia.
Hi, Heather.
Shelly Monagold, first time from Kansas. Okay, West Coast in the house. Crystal
Yay.
Sunshine Hillberg, first timer.
I love that name.
Fairfield, California.
Welcome,
Okay,
Crystal.
getting up early to paint with us this
Yeah,
morning.
really.
We appreciate it.
Really early for you.
Same with India. People in India, please, thank you so much. She says it's 8:30 p.m.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Okay, Sugandhi says 8:30 p.m. So this is awesome. So we can get people from India to paint with us if we paint
11.
early in the morning on a Saturday morning
Okay.
or a Sunday morning.
Good to keep in mind. That's awesome.
We got to write that down.
Thank
Okay,
you.
because we want to include as many people as
Sure.
ever, and just let people know so that we can have some fun and do what we do here. Okay, look, we got Anna from Cape Cod.
Hi, Anna.
Yes, Nia's from India.
Awesome.
Sarah Ryan, one of our
Hi,
our
Sarah.
regular
Welcome
viewers.
back, my dear.
Okay. Oh my goodness, Nikita Wong from Malaysia.
Cool. Hi, Nikita.
So what is it? It's Saturday. What is it? You know, people that are coming from India and Malaysia and other parts of the world, let us know what is the proper time for you or what's a good time for you that we can have an event, that we can have a session with you.
This
Okay,
time.
give us an idea. I think this time is very good, but give us some other suggestions and we'll see what we can do. Sugandhi says yes. Navi Mumbai, India.
So
We just
neat.
finished dinner.
Wow, this is so cool.
That is cool. And our Canadians are in the house. Okay,
Yay.
Terry Conrad from Toronto,
Hi,
Ontario.
Terry. Welcome back.
Okay, hello from Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi?
No, Abu Dhabi.
Oh.
I think that's in India.
Okay, I'm like...
Please let us know where you're from. Shweta Trihan Kakar. Okay, and then Shabna, first time Toronto.
Welcome.
All right, we get a lot of
Aw.
first timers today. Great. We got
So
people
cool.
from the north. We got people from the Midwest. We got Lori Hart from Kentucky.
Hi, Lori.
Okay, see, we like this. We like so many people from so many places
we're
joining
good.
us to paint today. It's an early Saturday morning here. We're on the
Beautiful.
East Coast. And we're just talking right now just to get everybody set and ready because letting people
Let everybody
join
check
in.
Join. Sometimes it takes a few minutes for everybody to get on for the discussion to realize that it's in the event discussion and not on our page. So we kind of give everyone about 5-10 minutes to check in.
We got
get ready.
Carol, let's see if I say this right. Pramaszewski from New Jersey.
That's a Jersey name.
Yeah, that's a Jersey name. You're damn right.
Hi, Carol.
Ashley Weber from Western New York. Carol Land from Ontario.
Hi, Carol.
Erica
Ashley.
Casers. Good morning from PA. We got our
Yeah.
PA.
That's where my family is.
That's
so.
right. We always get people from Pennsylvania join us. Mary Rose, darn, have to miss. Do you leave the video up at all?
We will.
Yes, Mary. Don't you even worry about it. When we're finished here, the video will be posted. You can come back and join in the video and paint at your heart's desire. Okay. Hi, I'm painting from Upper Peninsula in Michigan.
Cool.
That's Christine. Let's see if I can get this one right. Gichi Anakudki Maki. I'll have to practice that one. Yeah, I like to get people's names right.
Aw.
Okay. Now, oh my goodness, Susan LeDuc from Howdy from Penetanguishene,
I don't know where that is.
Ontario.
Oh, I'm like, awesome.
I think it's
howdy.
Ontario. We
Howdy.
got Debbie Whitaker from Georgia.
Hi,
We've got a
Debbie.
lot of people joining us today, this
Awesome.
morning. We really appreciate it, guys. Okay, look,
I know.
I'm
Can't do 'em
trying
all.
to read them all in. We got
It's okay.
Navita. Navita's here.
Hi, Navita.
All right, Mary Turk. Oh no, I see the scammer has found your page too. Yeah,
really?
Silhouette Sunset Free Virtual Paint.
Yeah.
Watch Silhouette Sunset
Delete,
Free Virtual
ban.
Live. Delete them. Don't just don't touch them.
Don't click on any
I'm
of
not
those
clicking
things.
on any of that,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen. Please do not click on
Don't
that
click
stuff.
on anything. Yeah.
If you make a comment, I'm reading your comments. I'm not reading that.
Right.
All right, we've got Shay Phillips, Isla, 7 years old from Massachusetts,
Aw.
first time.
Hi, Isla.
Hello, just me this morning. Oh, Debbie.
Hi, Debbie.
Or is it Abby? It's Debbie.
Is it Debbie or Abby?
All right. Yeah, I don't know which one. I would say it's
It's all
Debbie.
right.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, Shweta says it's 7 p.m. here.
Awesome.
all
That's
right.
so cool, guys.
All right, so
Aw.
if you want
I
to get
know.
started, I definitely
Can't read
can't
'em
keep
all.
up.
I know.
Like Catherine Guillot from Welland, Ontario. Okay. Okay. Shweta Trihan Kakar is Abu Dhabi is in the United Arab Emirates. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. That's awesome that you cleared that up for us. Quita Jean, first time. Terry Carmen, yes, first time for her as well.
So cool, guys. Hi, Terry.
Yes, we definitely are grateful that you're joining us for the first time. We'll be telling you what we have
Thank
coming
you.
up in the upcoming events. We'll tell you how to navigate through our page so you can come back and paint anything that you see in the event section that you like. All right, so we want to get
Alright.
started. As we
Definitely.
go on, I'm going to be reading off names and people, because there's still people joining on. That's great.
Certainly, if you have comments, if you need us to repeat, if you need me to slow down, if you have a question, just chat that in there. And Mark is behind the computer, always relaying information to me. So for those that don't know us and that are first times, welcome. And of course, welcome back to all of our regulars. We love you guys.
Yes, like Daryl says, can we start now? Let's
I
get it
know.
on,
I
all
know,
right?
exactly. You can't do everything. I will give me 30 seconds to give me my about. So we are
Okay.
Mimosas and Masterpieces. I'm Jennifer. Mark is behind the computer. We do give everyone a little bit of time to check in, check on. Sometimes people are first timers. They don't know where to go, what to do. So we are typically a traveling paint and sip. We normally go out and do this in person. Since COVID, we've been doing it virtual. Never imagined that we would grow so very quickly, tenfold, from trying to make it to 500 people to we're over 5,000 now. So thank you all so much, because this is about you guys, not us. We are here just to provide you some guidance. We are here to provide you some laughs. We want to make you smile. We want to make it a memorable experience for you. We're about the experience. It is not just putting paint on a canvas for me. It is about letting you guys have a great time, some downtime from everything else going on in the world. So please enjoy yourself today. With that, let's go over all of our supplies. So
All right.
we've got our 16 by 20 canvas. I have it in portrait style. You can change anything that I'm doing. Again, we're here just as a guide. You'll always hear me say, my painting does not look like my painting, and your painting
is not going to look like my painting.
Exactly. So every time I do it, it's not going to be the same, and yours is not going to be the same either. We all have different supplies. We all have different colors. So don't stress that it's not exact. It never will be, and that's okay. So other than our canvas, my paints. So I was kind of mixing a little bit. Our primaries, red, yellow, blue, black, and white. If you have purple, you can mix some purple. Or if you don't have purple, you can mix some purple. We have a cup of water to rinse our brushes, paper towels to dry your brushes, and then we'll work with maybe 3 different brushes today. So you'll either have a flat brush, either your 3/4 inch or 1/2 inch flat brush. Mm-hmm. And you'll also work with a medium round brush today.
Okay.
You may or may not need that tiny detail brush for this today. But those are the 3 brushes that I typically work with. A flat brush, a medium round, and a detail brush. That's all you need for all of the paintings that we ever do.
Mm-hmm. All right, now I just want to say for all our viewers today, there is in the chat section, there is a Watch Silhouette Sunset free virtual paint live stream being posted in the comments. Please do not click on that. It's probably somebody else is doing the same type of...
No, it's clickbait.
Okay, it's
so
clickbait.
You should be able to...
Because they're using our picture and
right.
saying, okay, which we're going to have to deal with that later. Right now, we're going to have our painting session.
If you can go on it, you should be able to right-click it and ban the user.
Okay.
In the chat. You should be able to do that from there.
All right, I'll work on that while you get started with everybody.
Let's get started, yes. All right, we're going to start with that flat brush today. I'm going to work with the 1/2 inch, so it takes me a little bit longer for you guys. So 1/2 inch or 3/4 inch flat brush, rinse and dry to start. So we want to start with purple. So if you don't have purple, you can start with a scoop of blue and a scoop of red and mix for some purple. Now you can make your colors as dark or as light as you want to. You can always add white to them. So I'm starting with purple. We're going to start in the top left side of our canvas. There's no exact measurements here. I'm just going to start with some X's in that top left corner. And I'm going to go about halfway through my canvas here. So maybe 1/4 of the way down and about halfway over. So we want to fill this section with this purple. So as you do that, these little X's, I just want you to, front of the brush, back of the brush. So you're just going to kind of flip your brush back and forth to get that paint off of your brush to start. The more you do this, the lighter it will get because you're kind of pressing it into the little crevices of the canvas, all those little divots. And you just want to get that paint on the canvas. Back and forth. Doesn't matter how often you do it. The more you do it, the lighter it may look. But if you want a lighter purple, just grab a touch of white on that flat brush and just grab some white and go over it with some white, and that will lighten it up. As you get to the sides, the top and the bottom, grab those edges so that it looks finished when you hang it. So we're just kind of filling in some purple on this corner.
Okay, so I'm going to just, again, reiterate to our viewers, just please disregard
Don't click any of those.
any of that clickbait or anything that you see in the comments section.
Yep.
You put your comments in, I'm reading your comments. If you have any issues, just let me know. So we're going to get back to, we got a lot of new people coming on. We got Pamage Jones from Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Hi,
We got Jeremiah Fooch with his beautiful wife Michelle.
Aww.
They're together and they're looking forward to painting with all
So
everybody.
Cool. Thank you.
All right.
All right.
Oh, one of our featured famous artists, Anya, says she'll be able to join at 11:30.
Yep, that's right.
Right, she'll come and join us at 11:30. That's great.
So again, for this purple, I'm just mixing a little bit of my blue, a little bit of red to make a purple color that I like.
Oh, Jeremiah's in Fort Worth.
Awesome.
Just wanted to say that.
Hi, Jeremiah.
Yes. And we got Shelly Smythe from Canada just joining us. All right, we're just getting started here. So everybody, if you have any issues or you need to catch up or just let me know.
Chat in.
Or if you have any problems or anything like that, just let me know. I'll relay it to Jennifer. And I can zoom in when it's necessary. Is that correct?
Yeah, I think, yeah, you can.
Right now it's pretty good.
Yeah, we won't need to do that until we start the black for the silhouettes.
All right. All right, so as we get this thing rolling, eventually I will be starting to read off the upcoming events that we'll be having here on Facebook. We'll have some events that we do on Zoom. And for all of the people who are new joining us today, you keep in mind that everything that we do is posted right here on the Mimosas and Masterpieces page. You just got to click on events, and you'll see everything that you need, whether it's supplies, whether it's sketches, or anything that you may need. We try to provide it for you. We have a website as well where we're still working on it as we speak, and you can order supplies from there too. And we're going to be putting our paintings up there. We do things like we have you paint with us, and then we ask you to take a picture of your painting and send it in to us, and then we put it in the event gallery. We put it in the slideshow.
Yeah.
Okay. And we have featured artists, people who join us from time to time or join us on a regular basis. We can collect their pictures. We're going to be collecting all of your paintings if you send them in to us, and then we'll feature your painting, your work that you've done with us.
All right. So once you have this purple section, I'm going to have you just grab red. So we're going to work with red next.
Same brush?
Same brush.
Did you wash and rinse the brush off?
Did not rinse and dry. Just grab red. And we're going to work on coming right next to it. You can even overlap.
You can overlap, and you're doing those fast, rapid X strokes.
Just little X's.
Little X's?
Little X's.
Sarah said she just stuck her brush in her coffee.
Oh, hate it when that happens.
Okay, you can't use it?
Well, I can't use the coffee now.
Well, you can put a little bit up there on that painting.
Yes.
You can blend it in.
So I'm going to try and work a little bit quickly when we blend so that we don't have any hard edges. So we'll try and keep going for you guys, but if you need me to slow down, just let me know.
All right.
Okay, so we're just coming along the edge of that purple. And I'm going to come down about, maybe make a 2-inch patch of this red and coming all the way up.
All right.
With that red.
And you did go in and blend it in with the purple.
Yep, I kind of blended it right into the purple.
Okay. And you're just using those X strokes?
Yep. Just some X's. Again, if you want to lighten that up and make it more pink, grab a little bit of white.
What happened?
I just squirted the paint and I went all over.
Whoa.
All over, yeah. Okay.
Okay, but that's not a problem though, is it?
No, we're going to make it work.
See that? That's how painting works.
Make it work.
That's right. There are no such thing as mistakes.
Oh my.
Even something like that.
Ugh. Just try and wipe it off because it's actually supposed
Well,
to
it's
be
just for our viewers to know so they can see. Oh,
Listen,
now you're going to wipe it off?
Well, I mean, I can take some of it off anyway.
Okay, but it's not a mistake. It's just something that just happened during the course of you doing your process.
You know, there's no such thing as perfect, and we are prime examples of that. All right. I needed more red, and that's what happened. All right.
And that's what happened, yes.
All right, so I'm kind of bringing this over. So we have now about a third of purple. We want about a third of red in this section. And you can bring this down a little bit too in here.
Okay.
again, the more you kind of go over it, it kind of lightens up a little bit.
All right.
And again, I apologize because I'm going to try and move a little bit quicker so that we don't have any harsh lines on here. The next color we're going to do is blue.
Okay.
So I'm same brush. I'm not rinsing and drying.
Right.
I'm just going to grab blue. And we're going to go right alongside of it, and we'll start blending over the edge again.
The same X strokes that you're doing.
Same little X strokes, yep.
Can you like do them a little slower for people who are not?
Sure. So again, with my brush,
Yes.
I'm kind of pressing down on one side,
Yes.
and then I spin and flip it over and get the paint off of that side.
And once you get used to doing it, then you can do it like you normally do.
Right, so one side, and then I kind of twist and do the other side, and one side and flip, and then you just kind of keep going back and forth and back and forth.
Okay.
Over it.
I won't zoom in yet.
It's okay. So we're kind of blending over that red area.
Right.
About as far down as we took our purple, and then I would take this blue all the way over to the right.
Okay. Are you going to go all the way down to the bottom of the red?
I'm not going to go all the way down. I want to, right, so this little red section is going to stay here. We're going to kind of line it up with our purple section here.
Okay. Just wanted to ask so our viewers can get an idea where they're headed with this.
Fine. The other thing that you can do is add, if it feels a little sticky,
yes,
you can add a tiny bit of water to it, and
tiny bit.
And that also almost makes it like a watercolor look, if you want to lighten it up as well.
Novita says, "Is that blue?"
It is blue. So I have cobalt blue. So this is something that actually I wanted to mention too, is that there's different. So everybody has different paints, right? So we have, depends on what you've got. So this is cobalt blue down here. This is ultraviolet blue. So everybody may have a different type of blue. So that's why everybody's is going to come out a little bit differently.
Right.
So I'm just using cobalt blue today. But primary blue is probably what I did the original with. That's why it may look a little bit different.
But that's why you say my painting is not going to look like my painting.
Yep.
And your painting is not going to look like my painting.
This is true.
We have to trademark that.
So just keep going over in that area with this blue to fill up that corner. Grab those edges, the top and the side when you get there.
And for our new people, just keep in mind that this is what makes it fun for us. Okay, you send in your pictures, and then you come back and you look at the slideshow and you see all of the people in your community, because this is our community here.
It is.
That we do this painting. We all join up at different times during the week and we paint, and then we put your paintings up in a slideshow, and then you see them and you see there's lots of differences in the paintings, okay, but they're all part of the community. And you look at them and say, okay, they all did these paintings that day, but you see all of the differences, and they're all beautiful. You look at them and say, wow. It leaves you speechless. You sit there and go, wow.
So I'm going to bring this blue down a little bit on this side. I want to leave this kind of center section open a bit.
Okay.
We'll bring the blue down a little bit on the right side to match up kind of this section here. Another about 2 inches, 2 or 3 inches.
And the edges.
And your edge, yes, which I can't see on mine, but yes, the edge.
And you're still using your X strokes.
Still trying to use that X stroke just to fill in that area, yep.
Okay.
Kind of creates a little bit of texture in the sky.
All right.
And then you can rinse and dry.
Finally, you can rinse and dry?
Rinse and dry.
Awesome. That means something else is coming up next.
Yeah. You guys want to just throw some thumbs up in there so we know you're ready to move on?
Well, we got a lot of people, so
I know.
we're going to give them give them a few minutes to, get all of that settled, and then we'll move on to the next step.
Once we get the background completely done, we'll give that another minute or so to dry, and then we'll kind of go over some of our upcoming events so that you can see them.
Okay.
What I'm going to have you do, once you've rinsed and dried your brush, is flip your canvas.
Flip it?
Live it.
Okay, now Jeremiah says, can you share with us what brush you're using?
Yep, that's the 1/2-inch flat brush. So you can use either the 1/2-inch size, or if you have the 3/4-inch size, you could do the 3/4-inch size.
Yeah, let me just zoom in just a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, so it's either one of these, just a flat brush.
Okay.
The 3/4-inch one, the larger one, will make it go a little faster for you, that's all.
Okay. Crystal Mixon says, is it important to wet the canvas before painting? Do you do that method?
I don't, but you can for this if you want to, yes. But I don't do that.
Okay. And Usha gives us a thumbs up.
All right, Usha.
But Teresa Phoebus says, 1 second, please.
No problem.
Yes.
Yep, that's why we kind of stopped at that section.
Teresa's from Pennsylvania.
That's right. Our Pennsylvania in the house. Yay.
Yeah, when is our next time going to Pennsylvania?
2 weeks.
2 weeks we going back?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to leave it a little bit like this, close that
Okay.
I have right now.
That's fine.
Okay, so everybody's going to be flipping over their canvas when they finish, right?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, we still got a few minutes, a few seconds, a few minutes.
Mhm.
Yeah, so this is a pretty good start time, huh, for a Saturday.
I like this. And then we will be back at 5 o'clock. For anybody that has kids, we are doing one of our kid camp.
Now remember, I've closed up, so
Right. So that's why I'm showing it. Right.
yeah. Well, I mean, you're gonna do your pitch.
You don't need to see me.
No, yeah, they do. They need to see you
Don't need
while
to
they're
see
finishing
me.
up. Yeah.
All right. So at 5 o'clock this evening, we'll be doing one of our kid camp paintings, and that is the bubblegum machine. So over the summer, for the past 6 weeks, we have been doing one painting a week with the kids at 5 o'clock.
Right.
It has been within a private group. If you'd like to join us, we are opening the group to anybody that wants to join us and paint for free today. It will be this painting.
Mm-hmm.
We'll leave you in the group so that you can also paint the one next week, which is the Dabbing Panda, which is by... These are all items suggested by our kid campers.
Right. They're the ones to decide what we paint.
So you'll be able to paint these 2 paintings free within our group for the next 2 weeks. Just click on the thing to join us, and we'll add you to the private group as soon as we're done today.
Yep. Right here on this page.
That's right. So what we'll do is go over, there's a list of your supplies on there, the painting is on there. We'll go live right from within that group just like we're doing today. It's kind of a taste of what we do, just like this. We will begin our Fall Fun Workshop, which is another 8 weeks, one painting a week at 5 p.m. for the kids, but it's also for your whole family. So your whole family can do this. It's not just for the kids.
Right.
It is a $65 fee for the 8 weeks. Whether you have 1 kid or 5 kids, God bless you, it is the same price. So you're welcome to join us for that this afternoon and take a peek at what we do for the kids.
Yes. Okay, now I have Anita Evans has a problem.
Okay.
Because mine isn't blending. What do I do?
Try some water. So try to just grab some water on your brush, just a little bit. That's why we have to kind of work quickly when we're blending. So I'll try and do it over here. So if you grab some water on your brush and just kind of start wiping over it.
In those X strokes?
Use those X strokes to, kind of blend over it. You can also take, so your 2 colors. So we have the purple and we have the red. You can also take a corner of purple and a corner of red on your brush and go over that area, the 2 areas that are dry.
Not blending well?
Right.
Right, I'm sorry, it's Rhea. That's who it is. And then Jeremiah says, with what you have done so far, are you using pure acrylic paint or mixing with a bit of water?
No, this is just acrylics, flow acrylics.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Jackie Ford is just testifying. Dabbing Panda.
Dabbing Panda was from
She
her
said
kiddos.
The kids' camp is a lot of fun. Right, that was her kids that said
Yes,
they
it
wanted
was
the
her
Dabbing
kids.
Panda.
Rascal's dreaming.
Rascal is quiet right now.
No, he's dreaming.
Yeah, he's having a dream. He's dreaming about you painting
Stop.
on a Saturday morning.
For our new guest, We have a rescue dog that we rescued in December, and he is like my dog, always at my feet. He starts whining and crying after an hour and a half of me doing this. But now he's like sleeping but dreaming. He's having a dream.
The other day it was National Dog Day.
It was.
And he had a fit. It was like he really knew the day was National Dog Day.
So.
How dare you paint on my day?
All right. So once we flip our canvas, we're going to go and we want to repeat this same thing up here. So this is a reflection. So I'm going to start with this purple color up in this corner.
Okay. I was sort of trying to figure out why we...
It's easier to paint up here than it is down here.
So that's why the red doesn't matter that you put that red over there.
Well, we're going to do blue over there, but that's okay.
See how that works?
It's all right.
I didn't realize that's why he was flipping it upside down. I thought you just wanted them to paint the edge.
Well, that does help too.
I just figured you wanted to paint the edge because you usually forget to paint the bottom of your painting, like you said yesterday. Okay, so you're doing the purple in that corner.
Yes.
And you're doing the X strokes.
But it was Daryl that said that, right, about the acrylics with the water. If you do have grab a little bit of water with it, it does.
No, that was Jeremiah.
Jeremiah, I apologize. Yes. So if you grab a little bit of water with your paint, it does help it move a little bit better and kind of get in those little areas, and it does lighten it up. So you could do that either with some water or with some white paint.
All right. And you usually use white paint. I
do. That is usually my thing.
Yeah, I'm the one that sits here and watches you do this. Remarkable job every single time, and I get used to your patterns.
So again, we're going to kind of bring this halfway.
Mm-hmm.
Halfway.
And you're doing this because you want the reflection.
Right. So we want to try and match where those areas are.
Right.
So purple's in this corner, purple's in this corner.
Okay.
And then the next color we went to was red. So same brush.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just grabbing that red. I'm going to go right along the edge.
Okay.
Start blending in with the purple.
You're blending in with the purple.
Right. So this is where anybody that has trouble blending, do that edge first. Right along the color that you finished with.
Do the edge first.
Right.
And then?
And then you can kind of move it to the other direction.
But you want to start where your color purple left off.
So here where we're meeting our two colors.
Yes.
Start here first and then kind of go in towards your purple.
Okay.
And then come back out. So in toward our purple and then back out.
Okay.
So that helps with that blending.
Yeah, you can see it.
The quicker, as you get good at it, as you practice a little bit, the quicker you go, the easier it blends for you because you're getting used to doing it.
Okay.
Your handwork is a little faster.
Right, that's if you're not used to doing something like that.
Right. So we want to try and match this. Let's bring that red down a little bit here in the center.
And I'm sure a lot of our viewers would testify to the new people that they haven't been painting a lot until they started painting with us. And now they developing their own technique, their own way of doing things.
You really do. You develop your own thing, and it's so awesome. I can tell now as we start getting people's paintings, I can tell who, whose it is. I'll know that it's
their style,
Debbie's painting or Abby's painting or it's Anya's painting because you guys have a technique with you. It's neat.
Yeah, when you start seeing people's paintings every week and then they get a mass, a large amount.
So
and
true.
then you start looking at their paintings and seeing that they do have a style.
Yeah, it's so cool. And then
even when they don't realize they have a style,
I know.
They're finding out.
That's what we enjoy.
Yes, the most part is just it makes people feel good.
Yeah.
And it's some people they come in and they don't trust the process right away, and then they see the process and they see how it works.
Sure.
And then next thing you know, they're painting with us again, and then we're getting pictures from them looking at our videos, and they're sending in the painting. Because even if you look at the video, if you've never painted the painting, we ask you to send the picture in, even if it's months after.
Yeah, always. We always, and I love getting pictures from people that have done something that we did months ago. Still send it in. We love it. And then we add them to the gallery so that they're always there. It's sometimes there's a lot of different, you'll see me one night just kind of start offloading all of the pictures that I've saved to my phone into different galleries. So you'll see that every once in a while from us.
All right.
All right, let's grab blue. We're going back over to blue again. Start at that edge that we finished. Start here. And then go work into our red and then back out. So work into the red.
And then back out.
And then back out.
Yeah, Terry Conrad says, I'm painting on paper.
Okay.
And the paint dries almost before it hits the paper.
So you'll probably want to use more water.
Okay.
So you can grab a little bit of water on your brush as you grab some paint, and that might help it a little bit. But of course, if you're doing it on paper, then unless it's watercolor paper, your paper might get a little wrinkly. But that's okay.
There's nothing you could do for that, huh?
No, I mean, I know I always bring Anya up because I know Anya works with, she's like a canvas book.
Right.
So the pages are nice and thick. They're almost like a canvas page. That's what we're going to try and suggest, at least for our kid campers, because I know that, some of the parents that have 3 and 4 kids have canvases piling up.
Yeah, but they got happy kids.
Once you join the kid camp group, just scroll through and take a peek at what they've done. Yeah. I'm so proud of all of them. They have done an amazing job.
They really have.
Some of them take the painting that we give them, and they see something else and go with it. I think it was, I don't know if it was Abby or Abigail that we were doing a llama or alpaca, and she turned it into a dog, and it came out so cute.
Yeah, it did.
So, that's what we always say. A true artist sees something that isn't right in front of them. So they're just amazing for all ages. I think we have from age 4 to maybe 13. And the parents do it with the kids too. So you're welcome to paint right along with us.
So now you're painting over that red that you splashed on the...
I did.
Okay, but it has no effect on the...
Not really.
Okay, now Cara Localio says, hi.
Hi, Cara.
I'm going to try and paint this tomorrow.
Sounds good.
Okay, she's a regular viewer.
Yep.
Okay, because she knows that, if I came late to the session or I'm busy right now on a Saturday morning at 11 in the morning.
Well, Cara is a hairdresser, so she's probably working.
Right, so then she says, okay, but I wanted to paint today right now at this time, but I can't. But since I know how they do this, they're going to post a video at the end of it, so I can do it tomorrow when I'm off and I'm relaxing. And that's the whole thing. We're just trying to get into our new viewers, that you can come anytime to this page, click on what's in the events, find the painting you like, because there's a lot of paintings now, and mostly all of our paintings have been suggestions from our viewers.
So make sure as you get through your blue, you want to kind of bring that down just like we did here. So we're matching, we're trying to mimic those sides.
Right. So you're going to have something
then
like
rinse and dry.
Yeah, you're going to have something like that white area in the middle of your painting.
We're going to go to the other colors, yellow, white, and a little bit of red.
Okay.
Yep.
And again, for those people that are painting with us, in the comments section, you see a clickbait.
Yeah. Don't click on any of those.
Yeah, just please do not click on that. I don't know what it is because I haven't clicked on it.
Yeah.
But it says silhouette sunset, with using our picture.
Yeah.
And I can't get rid of it. I've tried.
No.
We'll deal with it later after we're done with Facebook.
Yeah, I have to go through and ban all of those users or people or whatever.
Yeah, it happens from time to time, but it's all right. It's not gonna mess up our painting thing. We're doing our thing, all of us here. So
you'll never get a link to click to join us.
Right.
It is always going to be either on Facebook Live or it's going to be through Zoom. So we'll email you that link. So don't ever click on anything else that says watch us here.
Right. You come to our page and you click on the event, and it'll give you the details on what you got to do to join the Zoom meeting, or just clicking on here at the time that we start our show.
Correct.
Then you just join us here on Facebook.
Right.
It's simple.
All right. I'm gonna flip this back over and again kind of give us some likes.
Oh, you've been getting thumbs up.
All right.
Yeah, people are ready.
Think so?
Oh yeah.
All right. Okay, so the next color we're going to do, again, we want you to rinse and dry good. Next color we're going to do is yellow. So we're going to start with yellow in the center of our canvas.
Okay.
I'm actually going to grab a corner of yellow and a corner of white on that brush. So corner of yellow, corner of white. We're going to start right in the center, working that yellow in there.
And the same X strokes that you're talking about.
Yep.
Okay. Right, Terry said that it's multimedia paper.
Okay.
140-pound weight.
That's awesome then.
So it's okay.
Yeah,
just hard lines because of the weight times.
Yeah.
Okay.
Grab just try and do a little bit of water at a time when you're painting with them.
All right. And Navita has
Hi,
I
Navita.
wanted to join the kids camp so I can use it as a part of my homeschool curriculum for art.
Yes.
Would you do any painting geared towards a 6-year-old? Please let me know.
There are.
Yes,
So
there are.
We'll show you. We'll show you what we have coming up shortly. Let me get through our background here, and then we'll let that dry for a minute.
Yes.
So I'm gonna just keep working this yellow out toward our edges.
The edges, you mean just side to side?
Yep. So I want to kind of come almost all the way up around the edge so that we are filling in all of the white space.
Okay, with your yellow.
Yep.
But you want to fill in that space by doing these X strokes.
Yep.
All right, that's important.
Since all of these are almost dry now,
Yes.
we kind of have to work almost backwards. So we're going to fill in with yellow first.
Yes.
And then we're going to go back to each of those colors to work it into our yellow.
Oh, okay. So the blue, the red, and the purple are going to be worked back into the yellow?
Yep.
Interesting. Let's see, we've got testimony here. We've got Catherine Cruz.
Oh, hi, Catherine.
Yes, saying mimosas and masterpieces are the best.
Aww.
And it's always a good time painting with them.
We love you.
And we feel the same way about you guys.
Listen, we always say, like, you know, whether you come here to our little studio and you've done something with us before, or we've, you know, met in person somewhere, or we've just kind of chatted or touched base and messaged together.
Right.
You come as a guest and you leave as a friend. And we have gained so many friends over the past several months. I'm super thankful for everybody.
Remarkable.
It's so neat. So neat.
Yeah, see, Marie A. Campbell says, so calming.
Oh, good.
That's how
That's
it
what we
started out,
want.
calming
Yeah.
people. People were like, you know, it's so much craziness and chaos, and we just needed this moment just so we could paint and forget about all of that mess.
That's what we do.
And that's how it started.
That is, because, you know, when everything kind of hit, it was the end of February. We had just packed our car to paint for Maggiano's, so I do regular paintings at Maggiano's, our restaurant by us. We just packed the car, we loaded it up for 55 people to paint with us that evening, to paint the sea turtle, which we did the other day, in fact. Mm-hmm. And they called and said, we can't do it, we're canceling it that day. So we came home, and from that point on, everything else that we had lined up for the next 3 months was canceled. And it was just kind of like, it was a little bit depressing at first. And I went, we've got to think out of the box. We have to figure out what to do in order to just kind of turn this around. And so we said, let's just try and do a free one on Facebook Live. I can go live on Facebook. We can just talk with our audience that way, whether it's 5 people or 100 people, it doesn't matter. And that's what we did. We did the lovebirds first. Mm-hmm. And
275 people joined. Right
so awesome. It was amazing. And then
made them cry and everything.
Yeah, it did. And then we said, let's do one for the kids. All these kids missed birthdays and celebrations because we couldn't go out and meet people and we couldn't do anything in person. So we then went to, we did a birthday and a March or April birthday.
March birthday.
And any kids that had March or April birthdays, we were sending them presents. And then we did a cupcake painting and celebrated all the birthdays that month.
That's because from the 275 people, you had all those tips. The very first time you did it, and it made you cry.
People asked to send us tips, and that never even crossed my mind.
Right.
So with all of that money, we just sent birthday presents
for kids. Them all out.
Which was just, in itself, was just an amazing thing. We're always about giving back and paying it forward whenever we can.
Yes. Question. Yes. Crystal Mixon says, when you refill the brush with yellow, are you still using the white too?
Yep, I'm grabbing corner of white, corner of yellow.
Okay.
Just have a nice light yellow.
And Jeremiah says, where are you guys located?
We're in South Bound Brook, New Jersey.
Yes.
Little state of New Jersey.
Somerset
County, yep.
All right, people are waiting on you.
Think so?
Oh, I'm sure. Yes, see, Grace says, Zoom, please.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Hi, ma'am. I have tried the same painting. Okay, I don't understand this. Okay. Hi, ma'am. I've tried the same painting, Gina. Okay. That's what I said. Okay. We're zooming in.
Please try. All right. So let's work with our blue area. So we're going to continue with that little bit of white and little bit of yellow. So along the edge of our yellow and blue, we're going to do those little X's to start. And we're going to work that up into the blue area.
And this is with what?
This is, I'm using that little bit of white and little bit of yellow mixture.
Corner
of white, corner of yellow. Start with that and working up into the blue area.
Okay.
Now we know our blue is kind of dry now, right?
Right.
So now I'm going to grab a little bit of that blue color.
The blue color that you used in that corner.
Right. And from up in this area, work down into that yellow area.
Okay.
So grabbing a little bit of that blue and work down into that yellow area. We're going to get some green in there.
Quita Jean says, I'm in Somerset County too.
Yay! Hi.
But in Maryland.
Oh, well. Well, man, that was a disappointment.
No, it's not. It's not a disappointment.
Well, we like to be close to so many people. We had Anya drive by and visit us one day. It's so awesome. And we have people that are beginning to come and pick up kits from us. So I'm getting to meet so many other people. It's so neat.
Yeah, it is. It's nice.
So there's kind of how we're blending those two colors. Again, if you need to grab a little bit of water on your brush.
Yes.
To kind of loosens the paint up, and it does help it move on your canvas. And then you'll be able
to mix it better?
Yep.
So just a little bit of water.
Tiny bit of water at a time.
Don't get in there and then put water on it, though.
Yep. A little bit of water at a time.
Yeah, see, Novita says, I'm homeschooling 3 children this year, so I think kids camp will be a good thing for them.
That is what we, I've mixed emotions about trying to capitalize on something like that.
Right.
But we're here as a tool too. We do want you guys to be able to use us for that. And I had mixed emotions. Like, people are going, oh, that's so awesome. You can just throw that out to the world that you guys lost your art program. Now you can use us. I feel horrible because we love our art teachers. Yes. I feel so terrible that so many teachers have been, whether they've been cut, whether they're losing their positions, whatever the case may be. I feel terrible, to kind of, I don't want to say the word capitalize, but that's what it seems like, to capitalize on that. We don't want to take anybody's job away. We want you to have downtime. We want your kids to enjoy this as much as possible. And if we can be used as a tool for you guys, please do.
Right. And that's the way you got to look at it. You can't look at it as you taking somebody's job. You didn't do that. Somebody else did that.
I just feel...
And kids want to paint.
It's a terrible
situation in general paint.
Right.
Okay, because she's saying my 2 younger children, of course, my oldest is an artist. But she's not a painter.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to do the same thing down here in this section of blue. So we start with that corner of white, corner of yellow. We're going to go over that edge of the blue.
Right, see, Jackie says, we homeschool as well.
That's
and
amazing.
My kids love taking part in their day to paint.
Yeah.
Now, Vanessa Perez said, I just woke up. Will this be available to watch later? It's
Yes.
8 a.m. where I live.
Lucky you for just waking up. Yes,
Yes, we'll be posting the video right after this.
Yep.
And where do you live if it's 8 a.m.?
Sounds
On
like
the West Coast?
California-ish
Yep,
area.
it's gotta be on the West Coast.
And then after we've got our yellow and white that's overlapped into our blue, grab that blue color and work back up into the yellow.
All right. I'm zooming back in.
Yes, please. So grab, and again, if you have to grab a little touch of water to loosen that paint up, do that, and that does help your paint move on your canvas.
Yeah, see now Chandni says Mercer County, New Jersey
Yay!
are posting it so I can do it later.
Yay, good job.
Yes. Can you explain how you are blending the yellow into the dried blues again, please?
Yes. So I'm grabbing a corner of white and a corner of yellow on that brush.
Yes.
I go over the edge where our blue and our yellow meets.
Yes.
Go over that edge with the white and the yellow. Work it into the blue a little bit. It's still going to not look right, so then you have to go back with the blue. Grab blue on your brush and work backwards. So I'm coming in with my blue, with those X's, and going over the yellow that we just put down, in toward the center.
All right. Oh, that was Jeremiah.
Hi, Jeremiah.
Yes, and then Vanessa says, "I love you guys," and yes, Callie.
That's what I figured.
And then Tiffany says, "Yes, me too. I'm Callie in the house."
Yay!
Yeah, we really want to get our West Coast viewers more chances to join us, because it seems like a lot of times we start a little too early for them. And the other day, was it yesterday? We started late. We had a lot of people on the West Coast, so we're gonna have to do some later sessions.
Yeah, we'll get there.
We're working on it. Now Terry says, "I think we will need to wait till you're done and then watch the video on my own. I will miss not being here in person." Aww, that's all right.
It's okay.
And when you listen to the video and watch the video, we'll be telling you the other dates that are coming up in the future, and then you can always join us then.
No worries. So once you've got some of that blue and yellow blended, we're going to rinse and dry that brush.
All right. Usha Rajesh says, "My painting, the mixed area is very dark."
Can grab either a little bit of water.
Yeah.
And try and blend over it with the water. Or blend it with a little bit of white and see if the white helps you lighten it up a little bit.
Well, see, you would use the water if the paint is dry and it's not moving. Oh, so well, it'll be the same situation for the white too, right?
Kind of, because as you paint, if you just grab water on your brush, and you start painting over a section, you start lifting the paint off of your canvas.
Okay.
So it will lighten, and you can either move it, or if you get enough paint on your brush, dry it off, grab a little bit more water, and keep just kind of brushing over it. Yep, and it'll loosen it up off of your canvas.
And it'll make it lighter.
It lightens it up because you're pulling paint off of the canvas.
Okay, and then you can still put white in it. And
then you'll let it dry, and then go back and add some white to it. It depends what you've got, and again, it depends on the type of colors you have. Like if I use this, I don't want to put it on my canvas, but if I use this kind of like, I've been using this purple. If I start using this for that blue, that's a lot darker than I have in this corner for this blue. So you can add water to lighten it up, or you can add white to lighten it up. Just depends on what you like. Do a couple of test sections. Use the edge of your canvas for a test area if you need to.
Okay.
All right. So let's go on to our next blending area. Let's do our reds.
Ingmar says yes, and it gets muddy.
It does get muddy. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's tough. The blending is tough. Like that's why we try to work quickly to get through it. If you want to let it dry completely and then paint over it using a lighter color, go like adding white to each of your colors, you can do it that way as well. Just to kind of fix, so to speak.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to work on the red area and starting to blend the yellow into the red area now.
All right, you're going to blend the yellow into the red area now.
So again, we're rinsing and drying that flat brush. We're going to the corner of white, corner of yellow again.
You're zoomed in.
Good. Corner of white, corner of yellow. We're going to go right along the edge between the yellow and the other colors.
And doing these X strokes again.
X's again.
A corner of white and a corner of yellow.
We're going to blend up into that
red,
whatever edge you've got. Red,
blue,
yellow. We've got red over here.
Anya says she is almost done with the background.
Yay.
All right, now, of course, when I zoomed out, when I went back out and then zoomed in and I went back out, and of course, people are noticing that there's paintings on the wall.
Yes.
So Vanessa says, I see that Jack Skellington in the back.
Yes.
Are you doing one of those soon?
We
I'm a
are.
huge nightmare before Christmas.
We are. The event is posted. All right. So once I've got that yellow and white on there, this time I am going to rinse and dry my brush.
Yes.
To go to red.
All right. After the white and yellow have been gone.
After we go over that edge with the white and yellow.
You're rinsing and drying.
Rinsing and drying and going to red. So I'm going to do those X's in that area, the red area. Bring it down into my yellow.
Oh, but you're starting in the red area first. Then you're going to bring it down into the yellow.
Right. So we're going to kind of just work it back up and down. So red, start in the red.
Start in the red.
Down into that yellow area. And work it back up into the red area.
And you're doing those quick X strokes again. All right.
Yep. So red starts up here in the red area. Bring it down into my yellow area. And you're going to get some orange and pink. Yes.
Mohammed Hanif says, wow, the painting on the left looks beautiful. I don't know what painting that is.
This one?
I guess I guess.
Well, thank you. You have to trust the process sometimes, though. I know it may not look right at first. Trust me. Trust what you're doing. Lots of colors.
Yes.
All right. And then I'm rinsing and drying. Again, if you need to go over with a little bit of water, just a damp brush to kind of blend those edges into your yellow, you can do that too.
Okay.
Just doing those little X strokes all the way across.
Well, I've got it zoomed in for you.
Good. And we have to now then do our yellow and white down here in this section.
Are you going to have to flip it?
You don't have to flip it now.
No.
Corner of
so
white.
Now corner of white and corner of yellow. And you're going to go along the edge where you got your red?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm going to work in toward my red a little.
Work into the red.
Yep.
And it's those X strokes again. I see you stopped where you blended the blue and the yellow on the other side.
Up here?
No, on the bottom.
Oh, down here.
Yeah, you stop right there.
Yeah, I mean, you can lightly bring it down there if you want to.
Okay.
And then with our red, I'm just going to grab, rinse and dry first, sorry. And then grab your red on that brush, starting in your red section, brushing back and forth, work up into the yellow.
Vanessa, I want to do the huge Nightmare Before Christmas. I'm a huge Nightmare Before Christmas fan. And then she goes, I'm going to go look.
Yes.
And she said, oh, apparently I already marked going.
Aw, well, that's good. So we asked you guys, listen, so the first, I want to say, big thing that we came across was Hocus Pocus. You guys, I had no idea that, I know Hocus Pocus is a great movie. I had no idea that there was such a following for Hocus Pocus. So we were like, okay, what else is like that we can kind of like bring you guys in on? Like, what else do you like? And several people said The Nightmare Before Christmas.
There you go.
I have never seen the movie, so don't shoot me. I'm so sorry. I promise to watch it prior to painting it.
You're gonna have to, yes.
But you guys are loving The Nightmare Before Christmas and Hocus Pocus.
Yeah.
So because there's so many of you, and because there's so many people ordering kits for it, we decided we would do some giveaways for both of those.
Both of those sessions.
So for both, we're going to do spinners, which we call spinners, like instead of picking a ticket out, we are going to put your name on a spinning wheel, and we'll click the wheel, and the wheel will spin, and whoever it lands on will win a prize. We have multiple prizes for Hocus Pocus already. One is the game board, Hocus Pocus, or the board game, Hocus Pocus.
Oh,
and then we have like a couple of keychains. We have a few. I have a bracelet or two. I
see the Hocus Pocus game right there.
Probably glasses. And then we're going to do the same thing on the Nightmare Before Christmas. So on the Nightmare Before Christmas painting, we have that Scentsy warmer that we posted into the group. We will do that as one of our giveaways. And this is for anybody that purchases a kit, or at the end of the event, the day after the event, we'll do the second spinner for all of the donators or tippers. Okay. So anybody that donates $10 or more, will put your name on a spinner as well. Like I said, we like to give back. So
right, that's for both, right? The Nightmare Before
Christmas.
Both. Right, so the Hocus Pocus is Thursday, September 17th at 7 p.m. It's free. And the Nightmare Before Christmas is October 8th, 8 p.m.
We'll in the event, we'll add I know you guys, several commented that we need Sally in there. So I'll add the silhouettes for Sally and Jack in there, and you guys can choose whichever one you want to transfer to your canvas. And we'll tell you how to do that as well.
Now, there was a question from Chandni.
Sure.
Says, what number brush are you using?
I don't know if mine has a number or not. Let's see. This is a wash brush, so it's a 1/2 inch.
It's a 1/2 inch?
1/2 inch flat or wash brush.
A 1/2 inch flat or wash brush.
Yeah, this one is not, like that's how
it doesn't have a number?
That's how those numbers go. So when I do when I call it a medium round, that's a number 8. So that's the 8 brush.
Mason just joined us.
Hi, Mason.
Yeah, Mason Luke says, I love the new camera with the zoom. No, that was me.
Yeah, it's still my phone.
We don't have the new camera with the zoom.
Still my phone.
Yeah, I just didn't. I just was very gentle with the phone, and
I've now secured it a little bit better.
Yeah, it is better, and I like
anybody that was with us on Thursday night doing the turtle, and you got concussions just watching us paint.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, she secured it a lot better now, and I can zoom in and zoom out. I can look down and move over. And I just zoomed in on the Hocus Pocus game while you were talking about it, and he saw that zoom, and he was like, "Wow, you got the new camera with the zoom." Yeah, no, we wish we don't have it yet.
All right, so we're gonna give this a minute to dry. Please feel free to continue sending in your questions. We're gonna give me like 5 minutes to, if you want to go grab a drink, grab a drink. If you want to grab a snack. We'll go over kind of our upcoming events for you guys on top of what we just told you about.
All right.
And then we'll come back to painting our silhouette. All right. So I'll go over the kid camp thing quick, since we touched on that a few times now.
All right, but one more question is
sure.
Anita Evans says, have you already done that painting, which is blue, in front of the game board? Painting that is blue?
Oh, no.
In front of the game board?
They're seeing the walkway, the cherry blossom walkway.
Oh,
nope,
maybe that's
I have not done it yet.
That's a future.
It was actually an old painting, but I kind of am testing the water, so I'm glad that somebody saw it.
Okay. Yeah, look, all our viewers, they always see something.
That's good, because it kind of gives me ideas. Like
very keen.
We want to know what you want to paint. So we have a long list. We do. But we continue adding to that list over and over all the time. So
your suggestion.
So we do things from your suggestions. Again, these are all paintings that are kids' suggestions to us from the last kid camp.
These are the new paintings?
These are the Fall Fun Workshop paintings.
Right.
So we have our
Happy Harvesting?
A wagon. like, what is that called? A wagon with
Yes.
pumpkins.
Yes.
Which is so each of these paintings is 1 week.
Right, that's the workshop wagon with pumpkins, right?
Yep. You don't have to give the dates. It's just too much to go over.
All right,
then,
but that's the tractor.
Yep, and then the tractor.
You want to hook them up.
So you can make it so that they work together.
Okay.
We have Anya's suggested bag of candy, which they can write trick or treat on if they want to.
Right.
We've got the baby husky or the puppy husky.
Right, the husky pup.
Yep.
The husky pup.
Husky pup. We've got the little cat in a pumpkin.
All right. These are all Fall Fun Workshop paintings that we'll be doing in the future.
We've got the little fall walkway.
Oh yeah, they always like they like the fall though. They like the walkways, the trees.
We have our turkey.
Yeah, it's around that time we're going to be doing that.
That'll be into November. And then we have our sugar glider. So the sugar glider is going to be an interactive Zoom painting where we will go live with somebody that has sugar gliders so that the kids can see them, have a little bit of inspiration, ask some questions. We did that with our alpaca llama painting. We had a live Zoom with an alpaca farm, and the kids got to see them kind of semi in person. They got a little bit of inspiration. They got to ask some questions to the handler. They got to see the alpacas giving the handler kisses on Zoom, on chat with us. So we'd like to try and do at least one interactive event per session. So that is our Fall Fun Workshop. So those are coming up from September to November, the very beginning of November, I believe.
And don't worry, tell the kids that I'm going to definitely ask to see if that sugar glider really does glide.
We'll get there.
I'm going to find out.
All right, what do we got next aside from that? So on Sunday we're doing a palm tree wine bottle.
Right, that's tomorrow at 7 p.m. right here on Facebook.
Yep.
Okay.
Moonlight kitties? No, sunlight kitties, sunrise kitties.
Yes, sunrise kitties. Oh, you want to do dates?
Yeah, you can do that we'll do a couple minutes.
Okay.
You want to
Thursday, September 3rd will be the sunrise kitties.
That's the top.
That's right there up in the top right next to the logo, the banner. Okay. Then let's see what else we have coming up.
Then it's this.
We have the Wednesday, September 16th, Apples and Honey fundraiser.
Okay, that's below the sunrise kitties.
Yep, that's right there below the sunrise kitties. Then on September 17th is Hocus Pocus. Hocus Pocus is right there in the lower right.
Yep.
You see right there, we'll be doing that on September 16th. On September 17th at 7 p.m.
Right.
All right. We have another wine bottle that we're going to be lighting up and painting. That's September 24th at 7 p.m. The pumpkin wine bottle.
Yep.
Okay. To begin the month of October at 8 p.m., we're doing the pumpkin patch.
That is this painting, which we've now done in 3 different variations for you guys.
Okay.
So it can be just the pumpkins in the foreground. It can be with the wagon. And then we have one that has both the wagon and the pumpkins in the foreground.
Oh, cool.
So you can choose whatever way you would like to paint that.
All right. Saturday, October 3rd at 8 p.m., which is a nice late time. That means we can get people from the West Coast and other places to do it. At 8 p.m., we're doing the Santa Baby Yoda.
He's hiding back there, but he's there.
There he is, back there, right there. The Santa Baby Yoda. That's right here on Facebook. We'll be doing October 3rd at 8 p.m. Okay? That's the first reading off of all of our upcoming events. If you want to know what we have coming up, what paintings we're going to be doing in the future, you just come right here to this page, Mimosas and Masterpieces, click on the word events, and everything is there. You click on that event, it'll tell you the details, whether you need a sketch, whether you need a kit, or what you need to use, or what you need to have. Somebody was asking about kits earlier.
We do. So yes, you're welcome to also order your kits from us. Your kit will include your canvas, a set of brushes. It will include the paints that you need for whatever painting you choose your kit for, as well as a disposable apron and plates for you to mix on.
Right, it was Vanessa. Vanessa wanted to know how do you purchase a kit?
Yes.
What's the time? What's the call? The Cali time? Yeah, the Cali time will be. We figure like 8 o'clock when we start here. 8 o'clock, they'd be able to have a better chance of joining us.
We So yes, you're welcome to. There's in different sections. We're gonna slowly try to get away from our Google Forms and just go right to e-commerce on the website. So you're able to go right to mimosasmasterpieces.com and order your kits from there. As you check out, when you're clicking to shipping, if you're not picking up, so if you're picking up, it's $28 to pick up from us if you're local. If we're shipping, it's $40. However, we do offer you discounts if you do multiple kits.
Right.
So as you do that, when you check out, you're going to have to select whether you're shipping 1 kit, 2 kits, or 3 kits. If there's more, just message me and we can work something out. But so we have the options for 1, 2, and 3 kits for shipping so that you get a discount on those.
Right. Nita says, which one was the turtle? We did the turtle.
We did the turtle on Thursday. You're welcome to go back to that as a past event.
Right.
All right.
All right.
We're going to, let's get started. So let's go back to, we're going to go to our medium round brush this time.
What's going on with people today?
What?
Navita says, I need to grab a new drink. I dunked my brush in my tea.
Oh, darn.
Somebody dunked their brush in their coffee when we first started.
Oh, Sarah.
She just drunk.
Those are our regulars too, both of you. Both of you.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. All right, so that medium round brush, we're going to just touch that in our black paint. Now we're just doing silhouettes from here on out. All right, right across the center of our page, I almost want to cut this yellow in half.
Really?
So this is a reflection in the water below. Okay, so we're just going to kind of lightly drag that right across. Now, everybody, the joke is that I can never make a straight line because I'm on an angle, so don't laugh.
That's right.
Don't laugh at my straight line.
And she always tries to, she keeps saying, see, it told you it's going to be on an angle. There's nothing you can do about it. I keep telling her, but she doesn't want to hear. It's just that's the way it is. You'd have to stand directly. You have to move that card out the way and stand in front of it for you to make it. If you're painting from the side.
I'm like, I think I got it. Nope, I didn't. It's all right.
Debbie says, I'm loving the classical music that's coming through today.
Oh, thank you. Hopefully
it fits so well with this particular painting.
We do not own the rights to any of the classical music that's playing today, just in case Facebook nabs us. Hopefully not.
They won't do anything.
I know we need to have some kind of background music. Yeah, that's what we're hoping. So, all right. So once we have that, our canvas divided. This is our sky. This is our water. Let's work on. Let's get this kind of like little peninsula thing going on here. So let's do a little island, and you don't have to again follow exactly what I'm doing. You can make them however you want.
Okay.
So I'm going to start with a little island coming into our water this way. And it doesn't have to be perfectly straight.
All right, yeah, I need to zoom
now?
in for
Yes.
them, yeah. Because you're going to start detailing things here. Yeah, because see now, Usha says, how about that ballerina painting?
That ballerina painting was just for a private Zoom birthday party.
Right.
Several people have asked about that now, so maybe we'll have to put that out.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, we do offer private Zoom parties as well. So if you have a group of people that you want to do a birthday party for, if you want to, or whatever, girls' night, just so that it's private and it's with you guys, you may contact us. We do a private Zoom. We send you the link. We send you the supply list. And then we just go live just for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we're just going to fill in this little section. So I kind of made a little triangular area this way. And we're just going to fill that in.
Catherine has a suggestion. She says, I wonder if we could do a painting from the movie Dirty Dancing. It's my all-time favorite movie.
I love
writing
Dirty
it down,
too.
Catherine. I'm writing it down in the suggestions, putting your name right next to it.
What would you see painting though? Like what would you paint
Dancing?
If you painted something from Dirty Dancing? Because there's other ideas going that I don't know what to paint, but I love things like that.
Well, isn't there some scene where he's holding her up? I think people like that scene, but we'll let the audience tell you what they like the most, because they probably watched the movie way more times than I have.
I mean, there's some scenery, but That's not like the iconic thing. Like I would love to do something from Greece.
But you need an iconic something that
yeah.
makes you say, yes, I identify.
We know that that's from Greece. Right? Exactly. Exactly.
I understand. Okay, Sarah says, please do the cherry blossoms.
Okay. That's a nice, easy
Anita
painting,
says,
too.
I would like to paint something to do with tennis.
Oh, tennis. Okay.
And then Catherine says, I would be interested in doing that walkway. It is beautiful.
Okay, so yep. I guess we'll post that as an upcoming event.
Mary says, have you done a giraffe?
I haven't done a giraffe.
But we've had that, that's on our list.
It's on the list for sure. A giraffe and a cow. So every time I try one of those, they just, I don't know. It just does not work out for me. So I'm like, okay, I need to do this again somehow.
That's right.
All right.
Now we have Arpita Kapoor from Dubai.
Hi.
First timer.
Oh, welcome.
All right. If you're coming in late,
yeah,
and you can't do this, you can wait to do the free video. Just do the video after we finish doing this.
Yeah, give me about maybe less than an hour probably, and we'll post the video right to the event. You can come right back and do it.
Yes.
So let's do another little peninsula, little land mass over here.
You got one peninsula, now you got to do another one.
We're gonna do one on this side.
See now, Anya says, is it possible to send a photo on live Facebook? I want you to see my background. Can we?
I think you can, yeah.
She could send the picture live on Facebook. She takes the picture and
You'll have to
pins
post
it right
in
there in the comment.
Yeah, you can put it in the comment, and then everybody else can see it. I can't see it yet, but
yes, yes.
Mark will be able to see it for sure.
There are Peter from Dubai says, is that your hubby?
It is.
I like how he's helping, especially telling us things like cross strokes.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I do. It's for people who are not familiar with painting, because I'm not. So I just ask questions that I think people would want to ask.
Yep.
And I want her to explain some of the things that she does, because she does a lot of things very fast.
Sorry.
And we want our audience to keep up with her.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I have to admit that as we've been doing this for months now, all of our regular audience members that join in on a regular basis, they have all kept up with her after all.
Yeah, you guys are doing pretty amazing.
You see the change in their painting, and you see how much better they're getting and how really good they're getting at it.
Yep. All right, let's work on. So once we have our two little land masses, now again, you can do others. If you want to do more, you can do more. I'm going to work on doing, I want to kind of come right across this line again.
Sorry, Jeremiah says, which brush do you use for the black?
I switched to that medium brush I showed you.
Okay.
Yep, so I just switched to that medium round brush. That's what I've been using. But I'm going to kind of throw you for a loop in just a second, so.
You're going to lose us?
No, I'm just going to, so once I have this line back here.
Yes.
I'm going to go to that flat brush quick.
You're going to go to the flat brush?
We're going to go to the flat brush.
Okay.
So with the flat brush, I want to bring some of this down. So I'm just going to lay the tip of my brush, the edge of my brush, on that black line and pull down.
Okay.
So we're going to do the same thing up. So we're going to pull those lines up as well. So it's almost like there's trees, little faint distant trees in the background.
Okay.
And then we're pulling it down so that the reflection is in the water. If it's too dry, if there's not enough paint on there,
yes,
grab that medium round brush again. Put some more.
Yeah. Okay.
What's the matter?
No, I'm just watching how you're doing that. Did you do that a little bit slower so they could see?
Yeah.
It's like you're doing it in your hands in a way they can't see.
Oh, I'm sorry. So I'm just lining up the bristles,
right?
The flat edge of my bristles,
yes,
on that black line.
Yes.
And pulling down.
So you don't have black on your brush.
I don't.
You're just pulling that black.
I'm using the black that's on that line that I put on that line.
Yes, it's still wet.
And pulling it down into our water
like
as a
shadow.
reflection, right?
Okay. I just wanted to make sure they understood that's what you're doing because you're doing it pretty fast.
Yeah, the problem is it dries quick.
Yeah, so that's why you got to act quickly.
So that's why if it dries, just grab that medium round brush.
Right. See, I got Ingmar saying, please zoom in. When I've zoomed in, I could zoom in a little more.
Yeah, that's fine.
I think. Nope, I'm zoomed in all. Oh, wait, there it is. Okay. A little bit more. It's about as far as I can go, I think.
So then you want to lift up as well. So not only do you want to kind of give those shadows in the water, you want those trees, all different sizes, back in the distance as well. So you're just lightly lifting up from that black line.
Yeah, Debbie says, car race scene from Greece. Or working on the engine, maybe.
See, and I was like all about the soda shop, like.
Ingmar says, please arbor in garden.
Arbor in garden. Are you talking about like a garden scene?
I would think so.
There is actually a like an English tea garden painting that's
that we
saved.
have already, right?
Yep, it's saved in our past events. You can go to as well.
Right, that's right. I remember that one now.
Yep.
Or something from the book series Keeper of the Lost Cities.
Oh, I don't know that one.
I don't know that one either, but I wrote it down.
Okay. Take a peek.
Right, then Dawn Lothrop says, we'll be on later to paint the turtle.
There you go.
And this beautiful scenery.
Aw.
So
Very good.
Yeah, Ingmar says yes.
Okay. Yeah, there's like an English tea garden painting. If you scroll through our past events, it's there.
All right, thumbs up.
Awesome.
We have Anita Carol Gambrell.
Hi, Anita.
Says, I'm catching up and I'm a first timer too.
Aw, welcome.
Yes, welcome.
So we've got now that horizon with the trees in the background coming up and the tree, kind of the shadows or reflection in the water coming down.
Okay.
All right, the next thing we'll do.
Wow.
What?
No, I'm just remembering when we first started this and you started from the corner and you went around and then you had the big yellow in the middle and I'm like, wow, all of that's in the middle. What? Trust the process.
Trust the process.
And then here you are now. You're saying, okay, now we're going to start adding all of the other elements to this whole thing.
Yep.
And now I see it now. I actually see it.
All right, so I'm going to continue with that medium round brush.
Medium round brush.
Little round brush. We're going to start with our tree trunks.
Okay.
So again, our trees can be as tall as you want, as short as you want, as many of them as you want. So let's start with, I'm going to start right in the middle so you can see it best.
Okay.
So come all the way up here and just kind of drag that down. And it doesn't have to be straight, right? Because it's a tree.
Right. So you're going to go up from the top and come down.
Yep, either way. And we're going to kind of make it a little bit thicker as we get down to the bottom by our land.
Okay. I thought you were going to come up from the ground and go
You can.
up.
You can do that too.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
It's best to actually come up from the bottom and go up because then you can pull away your brush and it kind of thins out that tip.
Ah, see that? That's
you
why I'm
learned,
asking.
Mark. I'm
That's
very
why
proud
I'm
of you,
asking.
honey. Good job.
Yep, I've been watching you guys paint and watching her paint with you for a long time now.
So, trick is, now that we have our tree here, we need to create the reflection. So below it, underneath it, we're going to kind of bring that down just like we did up here. So it's the reflection of this tree all the way down here.
Okay, so now you're going to do, the tree trunk and then the reflection on the water.
Correct.
Oh, that's cool. Okay. Yeah. Teresa says, please slow just a little bit.
Okay.
Anita was saying, yes, like the alicorn from Keeper of the Lost Cities, Sylveni.
Yep, I don't know the series. I'm sorry.
Okay. I wrote it down. We'll check it out. Yes, Teresa said, please just slow just a little bit.
Okay, you got it. Yeah, I'm a writer, not a reader.
I'm the reader.
I am just such a slow reader, and it doesn't. I don't know. It doesn't hold my interest all the time. I have favorite artists or authors rather that I like to read, but I have not found the time to just sit and read. Honestly.
And I don't read fiction. I only read facts and truths and conspiracy things, but no fiction.
All All right, so you're going to create as many trees as you want to on your little peninsula. So, like Mark said, we can start from the ground and move up.
Yes.
And if you want to create some little, some other branches.
That's still the medium round brush you're using,
Still
right?
the medium round brush, yep.
And now you're adding branches to
You're going to add some branches to them. You can do that.
Mary Turk says, Mark, do you paint at all? No,
Nope.
I do not paint.
He tried. He did some with me.
Yeah.
He did 2 paintings with me, I think.
Yeah, my artistic flavor is in filmmaking, acting, managing lots of people to produce some sort of creative venture. So I take all of my experience and I add to Jennifer's work ethic here and the way she delivers, you know, the way she talks and the way she has a ability to teach.
So if you're adding branches to your trees, that's also something that you want to reflect down here.
Absolutely.
So if we have this branch here coming up on the right side, we're going to come down on the right side and make sure we kind of bring that little branch up down there as well.
Yeah, that would make sense. That sounds good.
So we got this little branch here on the left side. We're going to come down here on the left. And we know it's higher than that right one, so we've got a little one there as well.
All right. I like paying attention to detail.
Yes. All right.
Right, for the trees, are you using the round brush?
Still using the round brush, yes.
Not the detail brush yet.
Not the detail brush. I mean, if you feel more comfortable using that tiny brush, you can switch to that tiny brush. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep. But I'm just going to work with this round brush. This is enough for me. Again, you can make these as few or as many trees as you want. You can make them taller. You can make them shorter.
Okay.
Thicker, thinner. These are your trees. They're all organic. None of them are going to ever be the same.
And that's one of the reasons why we always ask at the end of every session for you to please take a picture and send it in to us.
So as I do a tree up top, I want to make sure I do the reflection in the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got this one coming all the way up. So we've got our branch that's coming out here on this side, so we need to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Over here. And you may not be able to get it all in because this tree's too tall. You're not going to fit it all down here, so
okay.
Don't worry about it. Got that one that's a little higher. And we'll get one more tree over here, I think. We'll make this guy really tall.
And see, Catherine is making a point that we definitely talked about, me and you. Yes, your explanations are very good. You're easy to follow.
Oh, good.
And that's I've been saying all along. This is why people come and join us. We have fun. We're not just gonna bark out orders to you. You know, we want to know if you're having difficulty, and we want to explain it in a way where it's easy for you to follow, and everybody can trust the process, and everybody can paint.
Look, we're not like I say. You know, it's not just about putting paint on a canvas for us. We want you to create a masterpiece, yes. We want you to create something that you're proud of, yes. But we also, this is for like, you know, our mental health too. It's just to kind of relax and have some downtime and take some time for you. It's about you. This whole thing, I've always been an empath. I've always been a giver. So being able to do this and give back, however that may be, even if we've impacted you by 2 hours, by using 2 hours of my time for however many of you that are with us today,
right,
and you've had a satisfying experience and you've created a memory, then I've done my job.
Right.
That's all. It's okay, you can leave it.
Now, Angelica D. Martinez says, beautiful. Oh, man. Husband worked night shift, barely getting up. It's 9:27 a.m. Cali time. I always forget the different time zones. Have a great day, everyone.
Well, you can certainly come back and do this later. We'll post this probably within about an hour from now, and it'll be there for you to do it when you're done.
Yep, and don't worry, we're working on doing some later sessions at later times, so that people from California, it won't be so late. when they join us.
Your girl's gonna need a nap in the middle of the day.
Or so early when you join us. We're gonna try to do some late ones. We're gonna schedule some late ones in the future, so that people in Cali can join.
Now let's get some trees on this little peninsula too. So let's get a nice big tree. We'll bring him up. This and down. There's just no right or wrong. That's what's the best thing about trees. The landscapes and trees, like nature, is just organic. So you don't have to worry that you don't have a straight line.
Right. It doesn't have to be perfect.
Except for maybe my horizon then.
Really? You think so?
No, I'm only kidding. No matter how hard I try, this line never is straight. I swear to you, it is straight from this angle.
But it's just the way it is.
And again, let's make sure we do our reflection down here. Down to our water.
Excuse me. Yeah, but this is just, I like the fact that it's always crooked.
You'll always know if you ever see my paintings which one I did myself for the sample and which one I did in person when I was painting.
Exactly. So when you go through the gallery, when we build the gallery, you see
You'll
all the
always
different
know.
paintings. We'll show her 2 paintings first, and then we're going to show all the people who did paintings, their paintings. Okay? And the first painting you'll see is the one that she did. Then the second one you'll see is the one that she did while she was doing a session. And you're going to always see a painting that's tilted.
You'll always know.
Well, this is just for our viewers, okay? Because when I finally do get the gallery up and people can go to the gallery and see their paintings, they're going to always see your 2 paintings first. And the people who do them, they're going to know.
And that's not because, for any reason whatsoever, that mine are better. Because we have countless times seen paintings come back that are amazing, unbelievable. That,
seriously.
You know, and there's no better. There's no best. Everybody's is individual and unique. And it's about what you enjoy. It's about what you love. But you'll always see us comment and feedback on every painting that is posted. So at the end of today's session, once we post the video, I'll remind you to please send in your photos and just kind of post them in the event. We'll grab them from there, and that's how we'll create our slideshow.
All right.
Okay,
now I got Lauren Coulter.
Hi, Lauren.
Watching from Ramstein Air Base in Germany. Thank you for doing these. We will be doing this later. We are painting the turtles now.
Yay. Aww.
Okay, that really makes us feel really good.
Aww.
Thank you so much. And please don't hesitate to go through our events and paint whatever. And then let us know if you can take a picture of it and send it to us. That will be doing us the greatest. That will really make us happy.
You know what I have not been able to do, which I was the first day with my new words. Okay. So what I've always wanted to do was have you guys send in your photos, but tell us where you're from. So if you take the time to edit your photo that you're sending in,
yes,
and say from whatever, California, from so-and-so, from Germany, that would be amazing. I can't remember where everybody was from when I'm saving all the photos.
Right.
There's not enough hours in the day for me to do it.
And I can use that information as well as I build the gallery.
I think that would be so awesome if you guys could do that for me. If you can just edit your photo and type in,
where you're
Ontario,
from.
Canada, or San Francisco, California, or whatever.
Yes, that would be greatly appreciated.
Amazing if we could do that.
All right, Grace, I'm zooming back in.
Thank you.
There we go.
All right. We're going to give you another minute to get your trees on there, and then we will go to our stippling for our leaves to fill in our trees, and then we're done, guys.
Wow.
Yes.
That's cool.
Yes.
Yeah, I zoomed in really good this time. Because you're going to put the leaves on the trees now.
Yep, we're going to put the leaves on the trees next. Yep. Yeah, we know. Sometimes doing those gradient backgrounds and sometimes blending our colors, it's not always the easiest thing to do.
Yeah.
But we'll get there. And I just always say, trust the process. It doesn't look like much when we first start. It may not look right when you first start, but when you finish it, you should be happy with what you've done.
And I actually have to say, me being a non-artist, non-painter, I've been going out on live sessions with her, and then we do these sessions, virtual sessions here on Facebook and on Zoom, and I have to testify. That's exactly what she's right, that when you just trust the process. I've seen her take people that said, nope, I can't paint, I don't like painting, and they made a masterpiece. And they said, wow, you were really good. I really enjoyed this, and I had a good time. And it shows, it reflects in the painting. Mm-hmm. It shows that you had a good time, that you were relaxed, that you weren't thinking about anything that got you stressed or, discombobulated while you were your life. You sat down and you took some time out and relaxed. And that always helps you reset, reboot.
It does.
And deal with the crap that you got to deal with later. Tiffany Vitale gets it. Bringing the world together with art.
I love it.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah. I mean, listen, we talked about like being in our little box of, we can only physically go out and travel to, I've traveled the tri-state area. We've gone all the way to Virginia to do a live paint and sip for a fundraiser.
Yes.
Gone to Pennsylvania. I've gone to New York, all over New Jersey, but I can't get to Germany as much as I would love to go to Germany. I can't get to, Italy as much as I would love to go to Italy. But doing it virtually has been just beyond amazing. I just keep saying it's like mind-blowing. When I started this year, my goal for my business was let's work on, we've been doing this for 5 years. We'd like to hit 500 followers. 500 likes would be amazing. I figure 100 a year.
Yeah.
This is
5
my
years.
This was my part-time side job because I work full-time and still work full-time, and I'm now coming home to doing this full-time as well. So it takes time. It takes Mark. It takes myself. It takes my son, who puts boxes together and brings boxes downstairs and carries them upstairs and does all those little things for us. I never imagined that we would go from 500 maybe in March to 5,000 in a few weeks, months time. So thank you all, because it's because of you.
Yes.
Sharing, commenting, all of those things mean the world to us.
Are you ready to start making leaves?
I am.
Okay, we just got one issue.
Okay,
Shay Phillips says, my daughter Isla is getting frustrated because hers isn't perfect.
Isla.
Any chance you could talk to her about this perfect thing?
Isla, every painting is going to be different, sweetie. Look at mine, okay? I want you to look at the difference in mine. Mine are always going to be different. Look how red this is compared to my purple down here. It's not ever going to be the same. Everybody's is always going to be a little different.
But that's what makes it
unique,
perfect.
And everybody's is perfect in their own way.
And that's why when we start doing this, we always say, my painting is not going to look like my painting.
And your painting is not going to look like my painting. That's okay.
But your painting is being done by you.
That's right.
And as you are doing it, it is perfect.
That's
right. So whatever you got in your mind that you're saying that it isn't perfect, that's just not correct.
It's okay.
It is perfect whatever way you're doing it right now.
I want you to pull up. Mom, can you please pull up for her when we're done? I want you to go to a Picasso. I want you to go to a Renoir. I want you to go to a Monet. And I want you to show that everybody's art, those are like world famous artists, but everybody has a different style of painting. I'm not normally an abstract artist, but there's some people that throw a swipe of paint on a canvas and people are like, wow. So it's to everybody's individual nature, what they like and enjoy. So yes, don't be so hard on yourself that it's not perfect, because it's perfect in your own way because you created it.
And you paint it the way you like it.
Yeah.
And once you've admitted that to yourself, that makes it perfect.
Once we're done, you can message me and you tell me what it is that you don't like about it, and we will work through how we can change it together if
but
you want
she's not finished yet. So once she's
right.
finished and the process is complete, then she's going to say, it's perfect.
That's it. All right, so let's finish up now. So I'm going to move to that flat brush, whether you're using that 3/4 inch or 1/2 inch, whichever. I want you to fluff those bristles. I want you to get them nice and fluffy. Make sure they're clean and dry. Make sure they're kind of messed up if you can.
Now I'm zoomed in on this now. You showing them how to fluff this bristles?
Yep. So then we're just going to tap, tap, tap into our black paint. A little bit of black paint at a time. Okay.
Okay.
We're
Jackie said, I had to run to a birthday party, so I went ahead with my trees. Thanks, you two.
Good job, guys. So we can start on any tree we want to. We'll start on this guy since he's right in the middle.
All right, show him, baby.
We're just going to tap onto our canvas. So start with light taps first, just in case you have a lot of paint on your brush.
Okay.
So start with lightly tapping. This is called stippling. We'll just bring that down the trunk, and then you'll start kind of moving out. Out to the right, out to the left, out to the right, out to the left.
Now can you just let them get a look at that? Because you're just tapping it?
I'm just tapping. Tap, 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 tap. So you're lightly touching.
And you're tapping in any pattern, any way
any
that
pattern,
you want.
Yep.
Just going from the outside of the tree trunk.
So if you want this kind of evergreen look,
yeah,
you want to hold your brush so your bristles are sort of horizontal.
Yes.
So from your trunk of your tree, you're going to tap and come out to the right. And
like
then
that.
Tap and come out to the left. So that you have those kind of long hanging branches.
Okay.
Okay, so that's kind of like that evergreen look. If you want just a big tree that's kind of full of leaves, then you can just tap all over and just kind of fill in that space. Now you want to try to have some of that that background peeking in, kind of peeking through that black.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to bring this all the way down. And it's just kind of, so as you get the paint off of your brush, then you're going to start tapping a little harder.
Oh, okay.
So start with a little bit of paint on your brush.
Start with a little bit of paint.
Start lightly tapping with that little bit of paint.
Okay.
And as the paint starts to come off of your brush, then you can tap harder. As you tap harder, your bristles spread more. So you see more of those fine lines. So you can go back over some of those areas to fill in as you're pressing a little harder.
Okay, so that's what you were talking about, fluffing the brush and.
Yeah, fluffing the brush.
Okay. Okay.
I'm not sure if there's an actual technical term for it, but.
All right, but stippling, that's a technical
stippling
term.
is the correct term.
What you're doing right now is called stippling.
Right.
Okay. And then, okay, now, Angelica D. Martinez says, love this one. I'm going to have to get new brushes.
No
Just
problem.
got Dollar Tree brushes.
Okay.
Anywhere I can get good brushes at like Walmart or something?
You can. So I suggest looking for Taklon brushes.
Taklon brushes?
Yep, Taklon or nylon brushes. You want a synthetic bristle. Something like a camel hair is really fine and it's more for watercolor, so you won't move the paint on the canvas well enough.
All right.
But something like a bristle brush, or I can't remember what the other one is. It might be too rigid of almost like a stencil brush. It might be too rigid of a bristle, and it won't put the paint on the canvas. It will pull it off. So you want something that's a synthetic brush fiber. So I always look for Taklon. It could be white Taklon. It could be gold Taklon.
Okay.
But that seems to be the right kind of thickness or rigidity to get the acrylics on your paint, or on your canvas rather.
So you can do stippling like that.
So you can do stippling.
Okay.
I mean, you can certainly, for stippling, you can certainly use a stencil brush, or you can use a sponge. If you have a sponge, you can do that as well.
Oh, that's nice. Shay says that she will definitely share Isla's picture when she's finished.
Yes, please.
Yeah. Isla, just take some time to trust yourself.
Yep.
Don't be so hard on yourself. Trust yourself.
Isla, I want
and
you
enjoy having fun while you're doing it. That will take the pressure off of you from making it, wanting it to be so perfect.
And this is pretty advanced for you to do.
Exactly.
As a new painter. So I hope that tonight. I hope you're able to come back tonight and you can paint the bubblegum machine with me.
At 5 o'clock.
At 5, yep. Come back at 5. we'll post it in this group so you can join it. There is a private group. We'll have you join and we'll add you into to paint the bubblegum machine with us.
And if not, then do it on Tuesday at 5 p.m. We're doing the panda.
Yep.
You can join us then too.
That's right. So I'm just continuing to tap down along my little branches.
Right, you're still stippling. And all you're doing is tapping, and that's creating these trees.
Yep, that's it.
See, I mean, I've watched you make trees before, but I thought you was going to do some kind of like laying down, you know, laying down a medium-sized brush. And no, that wasn't it. You took the thicker brush, and you just started stippling.
Yep, you can get these guys over here. So you start lightly tapping first, and then as you start taking that paint off the brush, then you can start adding some pressure so that your bristles spread out a little bit.
Now, Keita Jean says,
Hi, Keita.
Totally newbie here.
Hi,
Can you tell me what kind of paint you are using?
I'm using acrylics.
Using acrylics.
Yep. I know that it's a little deceiving because people think that I was using watercolor for this.
Right.
It's just the technique that we were using for blending. So
Right.
it is acrylics, and I like to use flow acrylics so that they're not super thick.
Mm-hmm.
Some acrylics are kind of like student grade or heavy bodied acrylics. You can use those too, but the flow works a little bit better in this for this kind of technique and working together like this.
So you call them flow
They're
acrylics?
usually called flow acrylics.
So if Keita walks in the store and says, look, I'm looking for flow acrylics, not just your regular acrylic. I want flow acrylics.
Flow acrylics.
A knowledgeable salesperson will say, I know what you mean, and they'll give it to her.
So, let's see.
Yeah, show her an example. Now remember, we're zoomed in.
Yes, I'm looking. I'm looking first. Okay, so Flow acrylic. So this is a Michaels brand, Artist Loft Flow acrylic.
It says flow acrylics.
Yeah, I don't know how close I can come.
Yeah, you can come close because I can't see you right now. But yeah, you're real close now.
So
Bring it down. Yeah, okay.
Flow acrylic.
All right, that way she can see and knows what to ask for.
Okay. So the difference is that bottle, man. Ooh. Okay. Then there's different ones. So this is also an Artist Loft brand.
Yes.
But this says academic level. This is a heavy, thick acrylic paint.
Okay.
So this is tougher to work with when it comes to, so this is like
really thick.
Really thick. This one's just a little harder to work with when you're painting something like this quickly anyway, I should say. So those flow acrylics you'll see will kind of like spread out on your palette or on your plate.
Right.
If I put something like that, so this one is actually a little bit of a heavier bodied.
Okay.
But if I put that brown one on there, it's like, people like to use palette knives to make textures, and that's what that heavier stuff is for. All right. We've got leaves up on our trees on top. We need to create those reflections in the bottom. So let's go back, continue working those, fluffing that brush.
Sue Gray, new to the group,
Hi,
at
Sue.
work and can't paint now, but planning on doing this soon.
Awesome.
Yep, we'll post a video right after we're done here, and you just check out any of the other videos we have as far as all the other events that we've had over the few months, and you see what you like. You can always paint at any time. Yes, she says, thank you for explaining the paints.
You're welcome.
Oh, we want to save you money and save you time, and we even tell you not to put too much paint on your palette.
I
so
try.
you can have some for later when we do another painting.
Yeah, especially with the kids. When we paint for the kids camp, we try to mention that to them. Let's start with a quarter-sized amount of paint at a time on your palette.
Right.
And then
we'll always put more later.
Yeah, you can always add to it. You can't put it back, really, so.
Novita says, I'm finished with my trees.
Yay! Get those reflections in there if you haven't. A couple more over here.
Oh, see, now Usha Rajesh says, is there any medium I can use to make regular acrylics flow? Since I already have Arteza tube paints?
You can. So there is...
something that loosens it up?
Yes. try a pouring medium. So a lot of people are starting to do the acrylic pours. So there's something like a pouring medium that you can grab, and you can get that at a craft store, or if you have your local like a hardware store, there's something called Floetrol. It's Floetrol, Floetrol. You can add a little bit of that at a time to loosen up your paints.
Really?
As well.
A little Floetrol.
Yep.
Okay. Floetrol?
Oh, yeah.
Floetrol.
So. Yep.
Floetrol.
Floetrol.
Okay.
Yep, because I use that for my pouring mediums when we do paint pours as well.
Yeah, Usha just wrote it down for me. I'm seeing it right here.
Good job. It's a white bottle, but it has like an orange and brown label, I believe.
Okay, now I have Asif Kamar Khan says, Hi, I'm a senior and I'm enjoying, but my blending is bothering me.
Okay. I know the blending is tough.
But what were you saying before about the blending?
So working quickly is kind of like key for the blending.
Right.
So what I like to do is, and I'll kind of give me 1 second here and I'll kind of go over that again for you.
Okay.
So if your colors, so let's take our blue and our yellow. If your colors have that hard line next to them,
right,
I like to take a little of this color. So we had yellow and white will help you blend, as well as using a little bit of water will help kind of blend as well.
All right.
So taking a little bit of white and yellow, and I work it up into my blue, and then from our yellow, then I rinse and dry, and then I grab the blue, and starting up in my blue, then I work it down into the yellow.
That's another way to fix the blending.
So yeah, so you're kind of essentially blending my blue into my yellow and my yellow into my blue, so that you have less of that hard line transition.
All
but
right.
it's never, it may never be quite perfect like you're thinking. You can
just like we told Isla.
But you can also try to. It's tough once it dries. So the other thing that you can do is just grab kind of a damp brush.
Yes.
And begin kind of brushing over that section
to loosen it
up.
And then you can blend it.
And then you should be able to blend it. You may have to add a little of each color, but then you'll be able to blend again.
So let's go over this again for Asif. You can add a little bit of each color.
Right.
And you start from that color and go into the other color.
So I'll do it over here because this is an
all right. You're gonna do a demonstration for him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So I have my yellow and white. Okay.
I'm gonna put yellow and white. That's the color that you're painting from from the beginning.
Right. So I have my yellow and white. I'm gonna bring it up into my blue area.
You bring it up into the blue again.
Yep. And this is just a demonstration, guys, for anybody that happened to look up.
Okay.
Okay. I brought it up into my blue area. Now with that brush, I'm gonna rinse and dry. Rinse, dry, and then I'm gonna grab the blue, which I am out of.
Right, now this is what you're showing Asif, so
yes.
that he can fix the blending part of his.
This is just for anybody that wants to see another dry blend. Basically, is what's happening. So,
yes.
All right. So now once we have that yellow and white that we brought up into our blue,
right?
I grabbed blue. I'm starting up in my blue area.
And you're doing it again. You're bringing it down.
I'm gonna bring it down into that yellow.
And this is what you did originally, but you was having.
Yes.
He was just having an issue, I guess, with the blending part. But this is how you're going to reblend it.
Right.
And then the last option is that you can put a little water.
So, but listen. So a key is light brush strokes.
Light brush strokes. Okay. That's it.
So sometimes if you have too much pressure,
yes,
that's what's going to happen. You're going to end up with this big line in there.
Okay. So just start with light brush strokes when you do it originally the next time. But now you're trying to fix it, so you're going to do light brush strokes now?
So to fix those harsh lines, again, I'm going to just take a damp brush.
Yes.
And just lightly go over it. But
so you put a little water on your brush.
Right.
And you went through it like that to loosen it up, and then you just blended it even a little bit better.
Right.
All right, I hope that helps.
All right, so our very last step for our trees.
Oh, Usha is done.
Awesome. Good job. So our very last step for our trees down here, I want you to take that flat brush, whether it's your 3/4 or 1/2 inch, and I want you to lightly drag it across, back and forth.
Okay.
Back and forth over here. Very lightly, though.
Very light.
Just in case you have a lot of paint on there.
Wow.
Now, I think mine is completely dried, so that didn't quite work like I was hoping. So,
Okay.
So.
Asif says, love you guys from Canada.
Thank you, sweetie. All right, here's what I'm going to do. So since my paint is all dry down here already, I'm just going to go along my my tree trunks a bit again so that I have a little bit of black to use. So with that flat brush again, so very lightly, I want to kind of go back and forth to create that shadow in the water. So very lightly back and forth.
Let's see if I can get this name right again.
Uh-oh.
Carol A. Primuszewski or Primucheski. She says, thank you for sharing your project.
You're welcome, guys. Remember to please post your photos. Well, as soon as we're done, we will post a reminder, like a thank you and reminder to post those photos.
Yes, please take a photo
so that
of
we
your
can
painting.
put the very last thing that we didn't do yet. Oh my gosh.
What is the very last thing that you
Sign
do?
that painting. So
sign and date your painting.
Sign and date your painting. So bottom right, bottom left, or wherever you might choose. Please
take a picture and send it in to us. They can put it in the comments when you post a video.
I would prefer. Well, it doesn't matter.
What would you prefer?
You can put it anywhere really, but I'll post a thank you when we're done today.
Okay.
Aside from the video, and you can put them there. I'll just put. Please post photos here. Thank you for painting with us today.
And you can also post your photos on your page and tag us.
Yeah, certainly.
We definitely appreciate that.
Absolutely. So again, thank you guys so much for painting with us. You let us know if you have any questions though before we sign off. Again, please join us this evening for the bubblegum machine painting if you have kiddos.
Chani Junija says thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes. Usha says thank you for sharing so generously. God bless you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Oh, wow. Usha says, thank you. Thanks for pronouncing my name right.
Mark, that is Mark's mission.
That makes me feel good, yeah.
Mark's mission is to say everybody's name and pronounce them all correctly.
Yeah, I mean, if I don't say your name right, give me a demonstration, let me know, because I like to say people's names right.
Absolutely.
And I like to say people's names. It's important. I read all of your comments.
Yeah.
I like to help. I like to ask questions that I think you would ask her. And saying your names right is a very important part of it as well. Grace says thank you and enjoy.
You're welcome, Grace.
Erica Caceres says thank you for the lovely time.
Oh, you're so welcome, guys.
This is why we do it, guys.
It is.
Ingmar says this was so much fun. Thank you. This is why we do it. This is what we want to hear at the end of every session. Thank you. And we had fun, because it was, about 2 hours?
Yeah,
we take about 2 hours of your time, and we want to make it pleasant and make it fun.
And we know Rascal knows the catchphrase, and
Rascal knows the time. Okay? We have a dog that knows the time. He says, I give him about 2 hours. After 2 hours, it's time to end.
You're right.
Now I'm going to back out. I know. And show Rascal's already waiting. See, he's ready and waiting. He says, okay, time is up, and I'm ready.
I know.
You're going to take me upstairs?
Yes. Hi, boy.
There you go. He says, time is up. If you continue painting, he's going to object. It's just what he does. He puts us on a timer. Every time we do a session, he lays down at the foot of her, and he says, I'm going to wait. Now, once the time, the 2 hours is up, then that's when I start saying, okay, that's enough. And then we had National Dog Day the other day, and he did not like that at all. He did not expect her to be painting at all. We did 2 paintings
that day, that's right.
Yeah, he was like, no way.
Oh, that was the day we did the turtle, right?
That's right, we did the turtle on National Dog Day.
And the kids camp.
And he got highly upset that we took his day to do some painting with our audience.
Yes.
Yeah, he's the spoilage, complete spoilage.
That's my spoiled bee.
Okay, Shelly said fun. Thank you. We'll be back. Lovely teacher.
Love you guys.
Sugandhi says thank you so much. In the beginning, I thought it was difficult, but I could do it. I'm sending my picture to you soon.
Good.
That's what we're talking about.
Trust
Thank
the process
you.
for me. Good job. Aw.
Awesome.
It is awesome.
Yes,
I know.
It is.
The blending is the toughest part when we're blending many colors.
All the way from India.
I know.
At night, painting with
night.
us. We
So
started
cool.
in the morning. Yes,
So
that's
cool.
cool. We really appreciate it.
It is.
Anna M., can we see the cameraman and thank him?
See?
No, can't see me.
You can scroll
I'm just the
through
person
and find
behind.
him.
I'm just the person behind. Jennifer is the star of this show
Oh
here.
my gosh.
I have my own show that I'm working on. Just like her son Aiden has his own show that he works on. I don't take thunder from their shows.
If anybody is interested, Aiden, he's with Dad today. Yay! He has his own little vacuum service company where he fixes vacuums. He is going to be 12 this year. Yeah.
Yes, and he does really fix the vacuums.
And he fixes them, and this is what he does.
And he gets paid.
He is on the spectrum, but this is his niche. This is the thing that he loves. That he obsesses over.
Yep.
So we just kind
we
of
encourage
run
him.
with it. Yeah, we let him
encourage
go
him and engage him,
But
and he's great at what he does. And we make videos for him, and people come and drop their vacuums off to our house, and he fixes them, and they pay
regularly.
And he'll give you a consultation on how to treat your vacuum correctly, so
True.
that you don't have to bring it back so many times. But he fixes them every time.
Yes, so his page is Vacuum Boy. I don't know how somehow they link, but I'm sure I've mentioned him somewhere. But
Ingmar knows. Yeah. She's looking. She saw Rascal, and she's like, "Time is up. You done? Walk me now. Feed me.
Yes.
Rub me. Love me. All of those
Exactly.
things. Yes."
Mm-hmm.
Susan Leduc says, "Thank you from Ontario."
You're welcome, Susan.
Yes. Thank you so much. In the beginning, yes, yeah, yep. Sending a picture to you soon. That's awesome.
Yes, please. Yeah, we will post the video. Again,
moments after this.
Again, we'll keep it up for a couple of weeks probably. So we're going to begin transitioning from our, keeping them all on Facebook forever to starting to put them onto our website so that we can kind of drive some traffic to the website now to download, whether it's the videos or getting your supplies or whatever it may be. Our Kid Camp sign up I'm going to work on that in between so that Kid Camp sign up can be online as well. I am a woman of many spreadsheets, and I love spreadsheets. However, they may have gotten a little bit out of hand over the past few months. So I need to keep up with them a little bit better. And my business consultation people, who are my brother and my financial person, are going, just get the website working. Just get the website working.
Yes.
It's a ton of work, but we're getting there. We thank you all for keeping us busy, for growing us, for sharing us.
Everything.
We always say, again, tips are appreciated, never expected.
Right.
But a share, a comment, a tag, those are all just as valuable to us. So please feel free. Invite your friends.
Yes, come join us over and over. Click on our videos, paint them.
Yeah.
Okay, we got Novita saying, "I really like my painting.
Yay!
It came out better than I thought it would have."
Novita, send those last two to me, your turtle and this one, because I will work on this afternoon or this evening. Novita is our spotlight artist this week.
Oh, she deserves it. She's really good. She says, "Thank you guys."
You're welcome.
Just waiting on that pair of shoes painting when you can, of course.
A pair of shoes, I know.
There you go.
I need to do a pair of shoes painting for her.
There you go. That's what you got to get done. Pair of shoes.
Yep.
Yes, but she's going to be our featured artist, everybody.
She'll be our spotlight artist.
So that means, we do a featured spotlight artist every week.
I'm trying.
It could be you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, these are we don't know Novita outside of painting virtually with her, so we've definitely, again, it's about you guys. We want to put the spotlight on you. You guys are becoming artists. You guys are enjoying your time with us. So
yep, and we're enjoying our time with you, and that's why we gotta feature you guys.
Once a week, we'll try and reach out to one of you and say, "Can you send me in all of the paintings that you've done with us so far?"
Yes.
Send them all to me. We're gonna do you as the spotlight artist for the weekend, and we just do a little quick slideshow and thank you for painting with us and put you in the spotlight for a little while because it's about you.
It's always been. Yep. Sherry Marceau says, "Thank you. Amazing work."
You're welcome, Sherry. Thanks
Jeremiah
for being with us.
says, thank you both so much. God bless you. You're doing a wonderful thing for us all. Michelle and I are both smiling and very thankful for a beautiful painting date together this morning.
Nice.
And that's what I'm talking about. They had a painting date this morning. All right?
Exactly.
I know you love that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Love, love.
Yeah. Thank you guys.
Love, love, love. Awesome, awesome. All right.
All right, so we're coming back at 5 o'clock for the bubblegum machine for the kids.
Bubblegum machine at 5. We're going to sign off for now.
We're going to find out how many kids is going to come and join us because they were saying it's going to be a lot. So
I will post that link in the event so that you can join. You'll have to join the private group because it's private. You'll have to join the private group on Facebook and we'll admit you into it. Just try and do that by 4 o'clock because at
4 o'clock, then we'll be getting ready to start.
5 minutes of I can't find it. I can't do it all. I'm stuck.
Yes. Thank you, Tracy Lynn Gray, Maluski.
Love it.
From British Columbia, Canada.
So cool.
Yes, had a lot of fun.
Aww.
We had a lot of people join us today.
Awesome.
From all over, and that's a really good sign. We really, really love that.
That's right.
All right.
Right, Rascal?
All right, you ready to take a break with Rascal until we come back?
Quick break, everybody.
All right, everybody. Have a great afternoon. Love you guys. Bye.